Do you want to know how to access your website via FTP? Well, keep watching. In this video, I'll walk you through two popular ways that you can use FTP with your WordPress website. Since you'll be making changes to your website, make sure you have a backup copy of your website first. Now, FTP is a file transfer protocol, and that allows you to access files and folders on your website through your hosting provider. This is a way that you can access your website without going through your WordPress dashboard. This comes in handy if a plugin goes awry or if a bit of code breaks your site. You have another way to access your website to clean it up and get it back up and running quickly. There are several FTP clients that you can use. For this video, I'll be using FileZilla, so you want to head over to filezilla-project.org and download the one appropriate for your machine. Once you install FileZilla, this is what it will look like. And the next thing we want to do is go ahead and add the credentials to access our website. So let's head over to File, Site Manager. From here, we can add a new site. Under Host, you want to add your website name. Your FTP credentials should have come to you from your hosting provider via an email, or you can also email your hosting provider and ask them for the credentials if you don't know them already. Under Protocol, we'll choose FTP. The encryption, we want to use explicit FTP over TLS if available. That means that it is encrypting the data that is coming from our computer to our website, so we want to keep that. For login type, we want to use normal. Next, go ahead and add the credentials for your user for the FTP. Finally, we can rename this, and that helps if you have multiple sites. Now I'm going to click Connect. Once it connects, you'll see a successful dialog up here. You'll also see all of your folders coming over here. If you're getting an FTP connection issue, say impossible to establish a connection to the server, then take a look at your credentials. There's something wrong with your credentials, and ask your hosting provider if you have the correct information. Now let's take a look at the FTP area. Over on the left is our local site, and this is a folder on my computer where I can upload and download files. And again, this is on my computer. Over on the right is the remote site, and you should see your WP folders and files here. If you see something like public_HTML, then you're one folder above where you should be. So go ahead and click into that and try and get to the folder where you have all of your WordPress files and folders. From here, we can upload and download files that we need to. For instance, I'm going to change my theme functions file. So I want to double click into my WP content, into my themes area, into my themes folder. I know which one it is. And here's my functions.php. I can right click on that and download that. And as you see over here, it's coming locally to my computer. So now I have a file locally on my computer from my WordPress website. Now that it's downloaded, I can open this up with a text editor. I'm going to use Notepad, and I can make any changes that I need to that file. Then once you make the changes, you can save it, go back to the functions area, upload, overwrite it, and now you've made changes to your website from your FTP. Now, what if you want to upload a plugin to your website and not do it through the admin area? That's pretty popular to do if you've downloaded a premium plugin from the plugins website and you've downloaded it to your computer, and now you need a way to upload it to your website, but you don't want to use the WordPress admin area. What we can do is, you see this folder with 3 dots. If I double click on that, that will take me up through the folder hierarchy to the next level. So I need to do that again until I see my plugins area, and double click on the plugins. And now I can upload from the left to the right. I'm going to go grab a plugin so I can show you how this looks. Now I've downloaded this premium plugin, and what we can do first is we want to make sure that we extract the zip file locally. So I'm going to extract it. I want to tell it where I want to put it, and I'm going to put it in the main folder and extract. Now we see a new folder in our directory. Just double click and make sure that all of the files are there. That looks good. So now we can upload this to our website from the FTP. So I'm going to go back to my FileZilla. You see, it seems like there are things that are missing. It's okay. You can go up here and click refresh the file folder, and that'll bring in all the information. So I'm ready to upload. I want to make sure that on the left I have the folder that I want to upload, and on the right I want to make sure that I'm in my plugins directory like you see here. You could left click and drag. However, I've noticed that there can be many times that you'll accidentally drop it in a different directory and you might lose where it's at. So a better idea is just to right click and click upload. It'll take a little while for the files to upload directly into our plugin directory, and you can watch the queue go down from here as well as the successful transfers right there. Now that it's finished uploading, we can head over to our dashboard to see the plugin. So I'm going to go to my dashboard, head over to the plugins area, installed plugins, and you see the Monster Insights is in fact over, but when we upload via FTP, it'll come over, but it will not be active. And that works out really well in case there's something we need to do before we activate it. Now, if you want to add all of your media through the FTP, you'll first want to make sure that you add a plugin to allow you to do that. Something like Add from Server or Media from FTP. Now, those are the two big reasons why you would want to use FTP for your site. 1, uploading a plugin. 2, fixing an error or a problem with your site and you can't access your WordPress dashboard directly. Did you learn something from today's video? If so, subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll send more helpful tips to help you manage your WordPress website. And thanks for watching.